the vibe. Come together, feel that rise. Watch the game while the beat flows. At the sports bar where anything goes. Laughter and joy, we're in the zone. On the swivel at the sports bar. Cheering loud, feeling like a star. Good times, laughter and every score. On the swivel, come back for more. Come back for more. Tasty treats and soulful sounds. Feel the rhythm is where joy's found. With every cheer we come alive. Come on in, let's thrive and jive. In this moment we find our groove. On the swivel at the sports bar. Cheering loud, feeling like a star. Good times, laughter and every score. On the swivel, come back for more. Come back for more. Come back for more. Tasty treats and soulful sounds. Feel the rhythm, it's where joy's found. With every cheer we come alive. Come on in, let's thrive and jive. In this moment we find our groove. On the swivel at the sports bar. Cheering loud, feeling like a star. Good times, laughter and every score. On the swivel, come back for more. Swing on by, don't miss the fun. At the sports bar, the best begun. Come back for more. 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 Come back for more.
Hey, hello. Happy Wednesday. Hey, listen, you're on the swivel at the sports bar. The sports show for the fan next door. Just regular Joes talking about sports. This is our pain here, and you're at my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. So today we're going to talk about sports. So this is my second season, by the way, episode 18. So welcome aboard. Little disclaimer here. Anything I use, any material, fair use. I hope whoever stuff I use, I hope I do them some justice when I use it, because it always pertains to something good. So anyway, so fair use. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, any kind of comment. If you're around, join the chat. But hit that like button, though. Man, hit that like button. Keep hitting that like button on your way in or your way out. Just hit it. Don't cost you nothing. All right, so football, we're waiting for football to start. So that's why I'm just going to speed it up. Let's get it started. The very first thing is the mock draft. So if we're going to talk about anything, let's just talk about the mock draft right now. So I'm going to just go ahead over there and let's see what the leaderboard looks like. Now, this guy, Chris, this is just his mock draft. So I want to just give him some credit, because, I'm using his content. All right, so, so I'm not going to read all the words. Let's just look at who he has, number one. So this is his thing. This is his lineup, so maybe some of my fellas might show up, but just wanted to check. So this is his lineup. He has Cam Ward as quarterback from Miami. So a lot of people was hoping that would be Deion's son, but that's not going to happen, right? So I think it's probably they're looking at this guy, Cam Ward, and of course, he had a pretty decent college career. If he goes number one, that'll be great. Travis Hunter, it's funny, as great as he is, I think most laymen know his name based on the fact that he's got this honey that's getting ready to take him for all he's got. But hopefully, better heads will prevail, or he has a ironclad prenup. But he's definitely going to have to protect himself because I think everybody sees the signs that he's a fish out of water when it comes to his girlfriend. So hopefully she won't hurt him too bad. But every man has to go through it. So I guess this is his turn because you can't tell him anything. So especially now that he's, I think, social media silent, she's got him just where she want him. All right, New York. Oh man, who they got? All right, this dude from Penn State, the edge rusher. That's good. So I mean, after Saquon Barkley just like stepped all over New York and won a Super Bowl, when they got rid of him because they didn't want to pay him any money. If they felt that way, they should have never drafted him in the first place. Will Campbell, you see the offensive, defensive line, offensive tackles, tight end. The tight end coming out for the Jets. I mean, let's see if that helps them out. We got another edge rusher. Okay, here's with Shakur Sanders. He's going down to 9th pick. This is probably good for him. I think this is better than him going to be number 1. I think with the amount of pressure that's going to be on him coming out, he needs to say, "What's going on, Coach Ferg? What's happening? I'm going to the draft, man. We could start back over, man." I was going through this guy's mock draft. You got any opinions on it? Well, I shouldn't ask you, what's your opinion? I should say, what's your opinion on it?
No, that's a good spot for him, a good team, because he has an opportunity to start.
Right.
I don't think everybody else 1 through 10, you can pretty much say most of them would be a lot, maybe 2 or 3 players what may move as far as the draft, but let some teams make a trade. But teams know what they want 1 through 10.
Right, for the most part, right.
Yeah,
But let me put it this way. But I think I know at one point they thought he would go first, but I think that wouldn't be. I think going 9th is much better for him. The pressure is a whole lot different.
Well, the team also, the team goes,
and the team is a whole lot different. You're right, and the team. So that's good. So if that's where he ends up, now this is just a mock draft. We don't know. So we'll see. So let me see another running back at 10. Linebackers, wide receiver. Man, is that the best thing that the Dallas Cowboys in another? Yeah, I don't know if that's the best thing for them, but who knows? There's a lot of offensive tackles in here, man, and edge rushers.
Oh yeah, that's the hottest ticket in the draft is offensive linemen and edge rushers.
Yep, there you go, man. A safety, okay, going to the Bengals. They definitely need to show up their defense. Another wide receiver, Matthew Golden. Okay, he's going 18th. If that, based on this mock draft. Another tight end, Loveland, a defensive lineman going up, cornerback for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Quarterback, Jackson Dart. I'm not familiar with him.
A quarterback?
Yeah, quarterback from Ole Miss.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. He's probably better than what they got right now. But.
Okay, he's going 22nd. Another defensive lineman, another quarterback, a wide receiver going 25th pick. The Texan, Mika.
Man, that's a lot of. They gonna have quite a big arsenal as far as wide receiver. They let Stephon Diggs go. They
Okay, where did he go? Where did he go?
Man,
yeah, so did I. But I mean, he's still on there somewhere, So, okay, inside offensive lineman. Is that what IOL means? Is that an inside tackle or what? That's a tackle or a guard?
What is that? ILO?
Yeah, IOL. Yeah, so these are the guys on the opposite side, either side of the center, correct?
Yeah, it could be.
Wouldn't that be the tackle?
What? What
Who's
was
the
that?
guard? But here you got the center, and then it's the
Center,
tackles and the guards.
center guard tackle.
Okay, center guard tackle. Okay. All right. All right. So here's another edge, another IOL. I mean, that's a new. I mean, is that a new symbol? I mean, is that the? To me, that's the guard then, right?
I thought it was inside, outside linebacker. Somebody can play line.
Okay, that's what they say. So he could play inside or outside linebacker. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, all right. Cornerbacks, DL, offensive tackle. Okay, another edge rusher. All right, so that's the first round. So we know what the first round looks like, man, for at least a mock draft.
Yeah,
All right.
and some of those, like 15 through 30 to 16, some of those players could change positions the day of the draft.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt about it. There'll be trades. There's going to be all kinds of stuff going on. All right. So listen, man, they have flag footballs in this Olympic coming up. So they're going to, in the next 60 days, the commission is going to let them know whether they can participate or not. He's got to get clearance from the union. He got to get clearance from the owners. He's got to get all kinds of stuff done. I don't know
So
if I'd play. I don't know if I'd play.
they talking about letting players play at flag.
Yes.
I wouldn't even jeopardize my career doing that.
Not for a gold medal. Not for a gold medal. You don't want a gold medal.
No, I wouldn't
No
even do it, especially if I'm signed a big contract. I wouldn't even do it. I would leave it to the guys who are trying to make it to the league.
Make a team, man. You damn right. Shoot, there's no way. Can you imagine number one quarterback or somebody playing some stupid flag football? I want a medal. I'm a patriot. Oh man, are you kidding me?
But just imagine, flag football. I wouldn't chance blowing my knee out. I wouldn't chance it, getting a major injury like that. I wouldn't, especially if I'm already locked in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it. Like if I was a rookie, yeah, maybe I'll do it. I'm trying to.
Well, if you were a rookie on the edge trying to make a team, maybe. But if you were number one draft choice as a rookie, you ain't doing it.
Yeah, what's at the top? At least the top 32. I wouldn't even be looking at the Olympics. I'll be watching it on TV like you.
Just like everybody else. College football, we wait for you to come back around. Okay, basketball, you know me. I always like to look at the top 10 plays. Just to get the the basketball juices flowing, man. Here's the top. It's my man here.
Hoops on a Tuesday. We got to top that right here on NBA.com at number 10. Just over 2 seconds left in the half. And Harrison Barnes knows that math. That's why he explodes to the rim to throw that one in. And Harrison Barnes back in the top 10 at number 10. Moving along to number 9. And you better respect the drive of Kevin Huerter, who goes way up for the stuff. Kevin Huerter getting in with the jam to land at number 9.
And it's funny, Harrison Barnes, man. Everybody forgets he was on I think he was on that first team with Golden State that won that championship.
Yeah,
he went out into obscurity, but he's still in the league, so he's still valuable because they don't let if he's still in the league. It's been like what, almost 10 years since that first championship.
Yeah, it's been almost 10 years. I think it was 9. 20.
Yeah, it's up there. Yeah.
9. We're on to number 8, and Santi Aldama goes up and flings this thing to the moon, and somehow that one drops through a little and one vote for Santi Aldama. He's in at number 8. At number 7, maybe a first, the double thump blind find behind the spine dime from Trey Young over to Onyeka Okongwu, who gets a little push shot to drop. That's in at number 7. On to number 6, and it's modern day Shaq on attack. Look at Giannis on this, just going up and muscling that one home at the throne. Nobody getting in this guy's way. He's in at number 6. On to number 5 now, and Jonathan Mobo with a hammer throw in traffic, and he goes up with 2 hands for the stuff as that one gets in at number 5. On to number 4, where we always get up off the floor. And this man must have been born with angel's wings, because that's how he can do these things. That's Shaden Sharp ripping the rebound, throw down apart. He's at number 4. At number 3, how about some hustle? Grayson Allen diving across half court for the save, and then we go the other way, and Phoenix makes the play. Tyus Jones finds Cody Martin for the 3, and it all starts with Grayson Allen on the floor to start that score at number 3. We're up to number 2, Rudy Gobert working hard for the rebound, but he's not going to get the throwdown. Payton says no, sir, as he climbs high in the sky to deny. That one's in at number 2. But at number 1, OG Anunoby breaking free from the defense, and somehow he sticks the landing without crashing, just rim smashing. That's OG Anunoby landing at number 1 on the NBA.com. Cut it.
I like it. My man is crazy. Oh man, so that's the NBA. Get the NBA juices flowing. All right, man. So here's where we are right now. All right, so Cleveland, they're not okay. So I think it's a done deal with 7 games left. I think the Thunder is going to lock up number 1 in the whole league. That's what it looks like. So if we're looking at the East, anything new? Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. But now 4 and 5 are. 4 and 5 is not a lot. I mean, it's if you Pistons and Pacers, with 7 games left, there could be a switch there.
I would say 4, 5, and 6.
And 6. I mean, yeah, we go definitely 5 and 6 for sure. With 3 games behind in the loss column, can the Bucks get to the Pacers? Maybe, but the Pacers just got to win 3 or 4. They're going to win 4 games out of the next 7. That's what they need to do. So, and then of course 7, 8, 9, and 10. Those are locks. So that's what that is. But in the West, okay, the Nuggets and the Rockets. Okay, that's 2-game spread. Really, the Lakers and the Nuggets are in a battle. They're going to be switching back and forth depending on what night it is. And then, of course, the Warriors have gotten hot again. So what would you say that from 3 to from 3 to 8? Is it that close? There's only 3 games in the loss columns, right?
Yeah, 3 to 8 could change. LA lose a couple of games. It could throw them back to 6 or 7. The Grizzlies, I think the Grizzlies will fall just because the Grizzlies, they fired their coach.
Yeah, that dumb move, right?
Yeah, and they really. I think the Warriors could move. Yeah, it's close.
Well, the Warriors were just at a solid. I mean, I think the Warriors.
They was barely at 10 at one point.
That's right. So they might be they might challenge the Lakers for that 4th spot.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be real.
It's coming down the wire. Shit, now it's gonna make me try to watch some basketball, man.
Yeah, even the Timberwolves, because the Timberwolves beat the Nuggets last night in a double overtime. Jokic scored 62.
There you go.
And it was a great game. I watched some of it, but
there you go. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to stay up. See those West Coast games. I mean, I stay up late and watching basketball. Usually when I'm up that late, I'm not watching TV.
Yeah. So our pain with the West. Who is the most disappointing team to you in the West?
Oh, the Pelicans. Well,
I would say the Suns.
Oh, well, you know what? Yeah, you're right. The Suns. Man, that's the one with KD on it, right?
Yeah, KD and Devin Booker and
who's their center?
It's the guy that
It's
played
one of
at
those.
Portland.
It's one of those. It's a European guy, right?
Yeah, he played at Portland, and it's like they sent Aiton to Portland and sent Portland center to the
Damn.
Sun.
Okay. Yeah, they never liked Aiton. I don't. They really didn't like him.
Yeah, I don't think they liked him either, but because they got your boy he played for who he played for. He ain't really been playing too much lately. The guard Beal and
Oh yeah. So
Anthony
they
Beal.
and for the money that they're paying him, he ain't playing.
Yeah, I haven't seen him last few games.
I haven't heard anything from him, man. So listen, man. One of the time, I think at some point when you're making so much money, you don't have the will to do what you need to do to stay top shit, tip top shape. For some of these guys, well, Bill is on the other side of his career, correct?
He's been in the league about 10 years, 11 years,
I
early
think it's
30s.
all right. So we got to look it up because he's been in the league, man. Shit, man. I'm thinking he was well, I was going to say he was a Washington Bullet. Yeah.
No,
No, he wasn't that old, man. You know what I'm saying? But he's been around for a long, he had a whole career in Washington.
yeah, he came out of Florida after 2 years. So he barely 20. He's probably about 30, 31 now. But
But
he ain't meshing with that team. They wasted a lot of money on him. I would have never got him because you already got two high volume shooters. What would you need another high volume shooter for?
they needed a tall defensive guard, man. Somebody who's more defensive. They needed my dark skinned brother, man, from
Yeah, your Hall of Famer.
yeah. That's what they needed. They needed my man. That's it.
Yeah, Bill don't play no defense. That's why they at the bottom where they are, because none of them play defense for real.
Nobody played defense, man. Come on. Anyway, so yeah, so it's heating up. It's heating up. March Madness, man. We're down to the Final Fours.
94.
We're down to the Final Fours, man. Who you got? Let's look at it. Can you see it there? Duke against Houston, Auburn against Florida. This is the men.
I think it's gonna be Auburn and Duke. If it's a close game, they're gonna give Duke quite a bit of calls. But Auburn's been really hot. Auburn's been really hot,
Okay.
They shoot the ball well. The inside game is strong. But old Burrow hurt his arm, man. I thought his season was over. Did you see him fall, Broom?
No, I didn't.
Man, he had a nasty fall, man. The way he came down.
Watch a replay on those things. Okay.
Man, he came down like it almost looked like he could have tore his knee up and dislocated his elbow at the same time, the way he fell. But he only had a problem with his elbow because he sat down on the floor for about 3-4 minutes. He didn't even move, and they took him to the locker room, man, for about 5 minutes. Next thing you know, man, he came back like he was ready. And his first play, he grabbed a one-handed rebound, and then he hit a three, and it was on from there. Auburn Michigan State was tough, man, but they wasn't ready for Auburn. Auburn's too big, man, on the inside. And they got solid playing senior style. They got senior guards.
Okay.
That makes a big difference in games like this.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Senior guards make a difference. No, there's no doubt about that.
But Houston go give Duke all they can handle.
Well, okay. So the game's on the 5th, and the 5th is the 5th is a Saturday.
Yes, this weekend is this Saturday and I think Monday. Saturday and Monday.
Yeah, the wife is gonna be out. She's got some stuff to do with her thing. So I'm gonna be just here, man. I mean, popping on some wings, man, watching some games, man.
Yeah, man, they're gonna be good games.
That's probably what I'm gonna do. So I can at least I can watch these games, man. The finals. That's the key.
Yeah. Did you watch the McDonald's All-Star game last night?
No, I didn't. No, I did not.
Yeah, got some nice games coming up, man.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? I mean, I haven't been watching all of those games, but I'm spending too time trying to make content. So you know what I'm saying? Here's the woman's back. Nah, but yeah, I'm gonna catch these goods. I was gonna wait till they get down to the nitty gritty, man. So now here we are with the woman. Man, can you imagine UConn's streak of getting to the Final Four is uncanny, man.
Yeah, man. They always have a tough program,
Yeah,
man.
it's uncanny. It's just like crazy. It's like this shit's fixed, though. Think UCLA has anything for them? Probably. This shit like that might be a great game right there.
I think UCLA has the better team because they have a girl. I don't know, she's about 6'6", 6'7",
Okay.
and they play the better team ball. South Carolina, they have the talent, but sometimes I don't think they really execute as much as well. But they
Okay.
can dominate you. Connecticut, they're always going to be tough because they coach is going to make sure that they're always in the game. And yeah, who's the other team? Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is the sleeper. You know, they the sleeper out of all four of them.
But they
So,
got to the Final Four, so that whoever picked them chalk, they got to the Final Four, so they had to earn it.
yeah,
So
yeah. But ain't it 3 number ones and a number 2?
and UConn's a number 2.
Yeah.
And UConn's a number 2. So again, can you really even call UConn an underdog?
No, you can't. They in the Final Four because that's who they are. You know, you can't be surprised if they in the Final Four. Paige has
No.
been playing her solid ball. I think she scored like 38, 40 the last game.
Is she coming out this year?
She said she coming. No, she said she's entering the draft. Yeah, she said she's going. They
Okay.
thought she was going to stay, but she said it last week that she's entering the draft.
All right. So we got some things to talk about with that as well. With Paige coming out. Unfortunately, Juju got hurt. But these are the kind of women that they need to come in and go ahead and run alongside Caitlin Clark and give her some extra oomph to her celebrity. Because Juju and what's her name? Paige Burker, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Paige Becker, yeah.
Yeah, she's the that's the kind of there's something about these new young ladies coming out that are energetic. They energize. They're marketable, right?
Yeah.
And they all seem like real ladies, women, heterosexual women.
Yeah, and
it's part of the game.
So
she's not Angel Reese, who can barely make a layup. She's
This
not
is
Asia
more-
Wilson, who is 6'4" or
okay, this is almost going to sound like last year, but the Caitlin Clark hate is already begun for this new year coming up, and it's sickening because I think they're trying to do some reverse thing. Like the more you hate on her, the more you'll get people, instead of embracing the new fans and the new things that's coming into the WF. Everybody's salary is going up, but there's still, this Monica McNutt, man. This is what she says.
completely unrelatable to most women.
But when Caitlin has a tough matchup, suddenly she's overhyped. She's not as good as people think. See the double standard? This isn't about fair criticism. This is about pushing a narrative. And the worst part, Monica isn't the only one doing it. She's just one of the loudest. Now let's ask the real question. Why is Monica McNutt so quick to discredit Caitlin Clark?
And little girls said, hey, I can relate to Caitlin Clark. She's like us. She has a boyfriend. There's a lot of parents that feel real comfortable taking their kids to a game.
Some people say it's jealousy. Others think it's because Caitlin is getting attention that other players Monica prefers aren't getting. And let's be real. Caitlin's breaking records left and right, getting major media coverage, and is literally the face of college basketball. Instead of celebrating that, Monica is out here trying to tear her down.
ESPN and claimed that Monica McDougal is an NBA analyst. Obviously, Monica never played in the NBA. Monica wasn't even good enough to play in the WNBA. Maybe that's why Monica seems to be jealous of Caitlin Clark.
Why? Because it doesn't fit the narrative she wants. She'd rather push a different star, even if it means downplaying Caitlin's greatness.
Monica has figured out a way to make the WNBA relevant and profitable long term. The lady from the BBC, she seems to be asking Monica McDougal how the WNBA can maintain their momentum from last season. There's an easy answer to that question. More than likely, they can't.
Two things. I think it has to show up in our storytelling, and it has to be encouraged by our families.
Yeah.
To me, right? And so covering the WNBA this past season, Caitlin Clark's rookie year, for all of the conversation that surrounded her, some which was fair and some which wasn't, the one thing that I cannot deny is the amount of little girls that were showing up to follow her, little girls with their parents, and the fervor and the energy there.
Why her?
Same thing.
Why her?
Well, I was just about to say same thing for Angel Reese when I had a chance to cover their games, but I think Caitlin represented. And again, some of this to me probably is not fair to her because it was not anything that she said or was truly based on her personality, but she was a white girl from the middle of America. And so she represented a whole lot.
I'm gonna stop it right there. You know why this is why it's stupid? When she just said the white girl from middle America.
Yeah.
There's been so many white girls in the WNBA from middle America. And they didn't have this kind of juice. You know what I'm saying? It's not because she's a white girl. She just has that it factor that they needed.
Yeah.
I mean, we got how many Hall of Fame white girls from the WNBA? They didn't generate all of this kind of shit.
No.
Nope. Hall of Famers. So it's not okay. Yeah, she's white, but that's not. I mean, it's not just. It actually. Is the fact that she has an it factor. That's really is an it factor. You know, and it's because it's. I'm gonna let you go ahead. It's it because it's organic. She doesn't do anything to make it other than just let her game speak, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just bothers me. Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, but the one thing that you don't see and I can appreciate it from her is that she ain't bringing nothing ratchet to the table. When she ain't playing ball, you don't even hear about her. You don't see her on social media posting. You don't see her all in her feelings about whatever it is, and she ain't feeling, she ain't podcasting. You know what I'm saying? And she's good with that. And the fact that she's bringing out a whole new generation of viewers, a whole new generation of young people wanting to play. You know, ain't nothing special about her. She ain't built like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the fact that these people are like downplaying her skill set. Plus, you know, she can shoot the ball like no other. And they just jealous, man. To me, it's just jealousy, but they would never admit it. You know?
It's jealousy and it's short-sighted. But it's not just the white people. You know how many men are looking at the WNBA now when she's playing?
Yeah.
I watched more games last year to see the Fever play than I have in the history of the WNBA.
Yeah, she's filling the seats, and you know what I'm saying? And that's what you want. You want 15, 16,000 at the games. That's how you generate that revenue.
Yeah, it's just so. And then the ESPN dudes, man, they can't just shut all the black women up, right? You know, just stop capping. I know Stephen A is never going to, you know, say anything controversial with, you know, about this because he's always worried about the bag. But if I was on there, I said, man, you know what? All you sisters, you gotta just shut the hell up, man, and just take the money. I mean, the money that she's bringing this in, the jealousy is just too much. It's got to stop, and she's got to protect herself. I think one of these girls may hurt her one day.
Well, if they do, they won't be in the league no more.
Yeah, buddy. Anyway, so we're going to go right to hockey. All right, so this is the only thing on here is the Capitals have 8 games left. And the reason why that's important is because my man Ovechkin has 891, 4 goals away, and 8 games left.
Right of the net, out in front, they score! That's 891 goals for Alexander Ovechkin. He's 4 from Wayne Gretzky's record, and it's 2-0 Capitals.
I think Rich is in the back.
Oh, somebody's in the back. He just got there, huh? Yeah, I see. Yeah, my man Charles. Yeah, he just popped up. What's going on, Charles?
Hey, what's up, Rich?
All right, man.
Just hanging out.
Oh, Charles, yeah. What's up, Charles?
All right, I'm saying, brother.
Yeah,
Hey,
I see.
speaking of the hockey, how many games they got left?
They have
Yeah, so,
8 games left.
yeah.
Oh,
They
three
got
games?
well, the Capitals have 8 games left.
Oh, 8. Oh, he has a good chance then.
Well, yeah, well, okay. He does. He has a chance. He has a shot. There's no doubt about it. So
Yeah,
we're in the second half of this thing, man. So you got something on in the background. You got to turn it off.
hold on.
You got something on? Yeah. Anyway, listen.
I'm in the jacuzzi, man.
Just don't electrocute yourself, man. Anyway, so this guy PK Subban, right? He comes out and he's calling out the NBA because the hockey players have the international games against countries. They play each other, right? Because they have hockey teams everywhere else. And so he's screaming on the NBA.
Get up and to the NBA, where mixed reviews continue to come in about that new format from the All-Star game from this past weekend. Biggest issue the players have, and they brought up, involved the number of breaks between the games and the timing of the games just being too short. In fact, one player who voiced his opinion, you saw him there on the weekend, Kevin Durant, took to social media saying, quote, "I think it's more fun to complain about the NBA than to actually watch it. It's crazy. Cancel the All-Star game and let's just give everybody a break since we're so miserable around this time," end quote. Okay, UD, you hear KD, he basically says, you know what, forget about the All-Star game, give the players in the league the whole week off. What do you think?
I just want to
let you guys know
this
something. We love a little dramatization. That's just KD being a little dramatic.
I think what we should do is, let's say, the world take on the American players in the NBA, kind of somewhat.
All right, how many times have I said that? I'm finally starting to hear guys on TV say this is the kind of game in the NBA you need.
Sort of. What are you doing in the NHL? What do you think?
Well, listen, hockey's a different sport from the NBA. You can't compare the cultures because of the way the game is played. You can step on an NBA floor and go through the emotions. You can't do that in hockey. You can't. Like the culture of our sport, you have to play it with passion. You have to be willing to fight. You have to be willing to leave it on the ice. That's what fans are investing in. So for us, when we charge $1,500 for a ticket to come to Fortnite, fans know what they're getting. Cale Makar, the best defenseman in the world, wasn't in the lineup for this game. This was the most viewed game that we've had in years. And you see it, it's because it's not just based on the skill and talent.
You know the black guys can't fight like that, man. The white people go crazy when black people fight.
I got a question for the NBA players. What the hell are you playing for? What are you playing for? It's not about the money. You make all the money. What, you're injured? Well, there's a difference between being hurt and injured. Are you hurt or are you injured? There's a difference. In hockey, we play hurt. We play injured. That is the culture of the sport.
I got a question for both of you guys, right? If he was a white man, could he be saying this right now about the NBA?
Yeah, you could say it. But I don't think he's qualified to say it about the NBA because he never played.
No, okay, so let's not. That's the second question, maybe. If he was a white guy, you think a white guy could say this about the NBA and compare it to the NHL? I don't think so. How come no white guy have said this shit before? I think it's because he was a black hockey player that he can get away with this. And I agree with him, by the way. I'm just saying that this thing needed to be said 1,000 times over. But that's your opinion. You think? But I haven't seen any white guys. They would be afraid of touching the third rail.
Yeah, most white guys ain't gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? Because but what he's saying is true. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he's.
You don't think he's qualified to say because he's a hockey player?
Yeah, and every sport is different.
Well, he said that, but passion for the sport is not different.
But the type of injury you'll get in hockey could be totally different from basketball.
Well, but that means a basketball player shouldn't play hard in the All-Star game?
No. I think they should play hard, It's just that I would think now they should just up the ante. You know,
Up
just
the
up the
ante
ante.
meaning what? Up the ante meaning money?
The team that wins has the home court advantage in the playoffs. The side that wins, no, East or West. And regardless of record, you will get the home court.
If I may say something, I think playing basketball, you got more strain in your body compared to playing hockey, right? It's a more strenuous sport. If you get injured, you can't really fake it playing basketball.
No. You said basketball is more strenuous than hockey?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely not, man. You guys are
It
crazy.
is, our player.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Hell no, man. You guys gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be skating all the time. I mean, how was basketball more strenuous than hockey?
Because hockey, you have pads and you just skating front and back.
Hold
You're
on,
not coming down on your knees. You're not. It's a difference.
No. You're conflating a couple of things here.
No, man. Hockey.
I know you have padding on. Okay, that's one thing. But I said strenuous. You always got to be emotional in the hockey.
Rich, you can go 5 minutes and a team, you don't touch the puck playing hockey. Basketball, you can't do that. You got to be in the play.
You're still skating.
Skating ain't as bad as you
No, man, these guys, man, come on, man. These guys, in basketball, these guys, you can play back. Look, come on. Hey, listen, I can tell you, you can't play hockey like we used to play basketball. You can get on the court in the morning and stay there till it goes dark playing basketball.
And in hockey, but I'm saying, in hockey, let's just say, depending on my position, when the puck goes down the ice, I can't really go past the court. I can sit back and chill, take a break, and come back down.
You know what, man?
Exactly.
Okay. So it's 2 against 1, and I'm right, and both of you guys are wrong.
Okay, so I think
I'm just saying the facts.
What's the hardest part about hockey?
Scoring a goal.
Okay, as far as physically.
I mean, you're constantly skating up and down that rink. You know, even if you don't have the puck, that's why. Listen, the reason why they let these guys fight is because of the aggression of the game, like the bumping, the stuff that they don't have on camera. Because the camera. Wait a minute. You asked me a question. Let me answer. The camera always tries to focus on who has the puck, but there's stuff going on around that you guys don't see. There's checking. There's all that kind of stuff going on.
Yeah, I see it, but what I'm saying is they have protective padding, and the hardest thing in hockey is somebody knocking out your tooth when you get into a fight.
You have protective padding, and the padding weighs stuff. So now, not only do you carry your own body weight, you're carrying what 15, 20 pounds worth of padding.
But that's nothing.
Basketball players don't have no padding on.
Yeah, but Rich, in basketball, you're jumping, you're running.
I think you hit that
basketball.
Let me tell you, man, all those guys, man. You know what? Every play down on offense, right? After 8 guys are just standing around looking at somebody shoot.
Well, that's 17. Yeah, but if you hit that floor, that floor don't move.
Okay.
Listen, Rich, I used to play hockey in junior high school, okay? You're talking to a next hockey player.
Okay.
I played it in junior high school.
Yeah, all right. And
so it's not as strenuous as playing basketball. That's what I'm trying to say. When you play basketball, your heart is pumping more. You're jumping, you're landing.
Did you play or did you just suit up? You know what I'm saying?
I even scored a goal.
Oh man. Okay. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? The point is he's making is, and what's true today, the basketball players are not as dedicated to the sport as anybody else, man. We see them loafing all the time. Load management, all that kind of stuff, man. It's killing the NBA. That's why their ratings are in the shitter.
Payne, what you're saying is true, because the difference is when players come in, you see the hunger in their game. They doing things. They hustling. Once they get that big contract, then you see everybody acting like Kawhi Leonard. Now they hurt, playing 50 games. You know what I'm saying? I think once you reach your 10-year mark in the NBA, you shouldn't be getting no max contract unless you're averaging 30 points. Shit, 25, 30 points.
Well, you know, they have a grading system for that, right? If you finish first team all first team NBA,
All pro teams, all defensive teams, all that, they give you a little bit more.
That kind of governs some of your salary cap on the individual play. So listen, so Anthony Edwards, he's got this baby mama drama going on. And the baby mama drama is all his fault, right? Because he's an idiot, right? But listen to some of it.
Aisha Howard just baby trapped Anthony Edwards. For context, Aisha Howard is Lil Baby's first baby mama, and she's about to be Anthony Edwards' fourth.
After months of...
Well, mind you, she's 39, and he was 22 at the time. So she's old enough to be his mother. But listen to this commentary, because this is a woman talking, so it's going to sound like she's the big victim. She actually moved to California to have the baby, I believe, so she could try to get higher child support. But the judge in Georgia wasn't buying it.
Legal chaos with Aisha Howard over their newborn daughter. Ant made a move so cold it left everyone speechless. The NBA star is not only distancing himself from the baby, but is now hinting at something even more shocking. Aisha's been hiding the truth about who the real father is. First things first, Aisha Howard, who's 37, and Anthony Edwards, who is 14 years younger, have a 4-month-old daughter, Aubrey Summers Howard.
Say hey, mommy. It's my baby. That's my girl.
Now, initially, there were some question marks around paternity, but back in December, a test confirmed that Anthony is indeed the father. You'd think that would be the end of it, right? Absolutely not. Instead of stepping up as a parent, Ant's immediate response was filing legal documents, making it crystal clear that he wants zero involvement outside of sending a check. No visitation, no custody, just child support. And here's where it gets even messier. Anthony and his legal team are claiming that Aisha strategically had Aubrey in California to finesse a bigger bag. See, California has some of the highest child support calculations in the country, and if the case stays there, Anthony could be paying way more than he would under Georgia's laws. His lawyers aren't even beating around the bush. They're straight up accusing Aisha of bad faith actions, saying she deliberately moved to California just to secure a higher payment, but Aisha is not having it. She insists her...
Let me stop it right there, because I have something to say. Listen, what they're trying to say also, right, is that he wanted her to, get rid of the kid, right? And somehow he's nefarious when women get rid of their kids all the time. He don't want to have nothing to do with her or the kid because he was stupid enough to actually, go raw. I think, first of all, I think she lied to him and said she was protected. That's what I feel, because immediately once she said she was pregnant, he didn't want to have anything to do with her. Usually these guys, when they shoot up the club, the chick having a baby, they don't really go cold turkey like that. So something happened between them personally that I think he felt deceived by her. He didn't even want to claim the kid, because he was the one who said, well, we're going to have paternity before I say anything. And so he didn't trust her. And I think she lied to him and said that she was protected. That's my theory. That's why he's so mad.
Move to California had nothing to do with child support and was purely a personal decision. However, the judge wasn't convinced, and just like that, California was stripped of jurisdiction over the child support case, meaning this battle is heading straight to Georgia. Now, here's where things take an even wilder turn. Aisha didn't just sit back and let Anthony control the narrative. She hit back hard. She's been vocal about how Ant has allegedly been a ghost since the pregnancy, saying he blocked her on everything once she refused to get an abortion. She even has receipts, text messages where Ant allegedly told her, "Get the abortion, Lowell, and I won't be in a child's life I don't want." She also...
There's nothing wrong with a man asking a woman to get rid of the baby. If it's her body, her choice, and he says, well, I don't have any choice, I'd rather you get rid of it, there's no shame in it. If you believe in that, whether you believe in pro-life or pro-not, there's no more pressure on a man to say get rid of it, just like nobody could pressure a woman when she actually does it. So let's stop the cap.
Clapped back saying, please stop the trapped and the one night stand narrative. This man started pursuing me back in 2022 and literally did not stop pursuing me until he got me.
Okay, listen, she's a almost 40-year-old woman talking about she got so pursued that she had to give up the buns. Does anybody believe that? That
That's
a young
BS.
what? What?
I said that's
Anyway,
bullcrap.
yeah, of course. I mean, come on.
And Aubrey, he did all of the choosing. And just when you think we've reached the peak of the drama, in enters Allie D, another woman who has a child with Anthony, and she's here to back up Aisha's claims. According to Allie, Ant has been a deadbeat father to their child too, and she's making it known that his absence isn't a one-time thing, it's a pattern. To make things worse, while Aisha is out here fighting for child support and claiming Ant doesn't even check in on Aubrey, he's busy throwing an extravagant first birthday party for another one of his kids with his current girlfriend, Shannon. And let's not forget the financial side of all this. Anthony Edwards isn't just any NBA player. He's a multimillionaire with a massive contract and endorsements. If Georgia rules in favor of Aisha, he might be off the hook for the crazy high California payments, but best believe he'll still be handing over major money.
He don't care about giving her money. Guess what he said? You know what he wants to do? He wants to give her a lump sum for the 18 years. It's 216 months. And he wants to give her just a lump sum so he doesn't have to even see her face anymore.
That's gonna be a lot of money, man.
A lot of money doesn't mean, listen, remember now, they're not married. So she's not going to get some kind of alimony kind of thing. It's child support. There's laws in child support. Maybe there's no cap, but it's not like it's going to be like she could take half or any shit like that.
Yeah, but Rich, that money, instead of a lump sum, he can invest it. And then let that money make money for him, you know?
He don't want to have nothing to do with her. He just wants to give her a lump sum, don't come back. Sign this contract. Like, so let's just say he has to pay her, I don't know, $10,000, $20,000 a month. It probably won't be that much, but it could be. It could be. He might have to he doesn't care. He'd rather just make it whatever he has, and I think it will be more like maybe a $10 million settlement or less. I think it'll even be less than that, and here's the check, and she'll probably blow it in 3 years. And then she'll be trying to come back. And then he said, nah, you signed this contract. There's one check, get the hell out of here. She's already sucking a rapper dry for the other baby. She's already she's already got another rapper she's sucking dry of his money for the other baby. So she's strategic. I think that kid's a little older. That child support getting ready to run out.
But Rich, you and I both know it's not a good business move. He could put that money in a dividend fund and get that money paid every month.
That's a great move. He doesn't want to pay every month. He don't want to have nothing to do with her no more. You don't have to worry about that money. You're going to get a $40 million. You're going to get a $400 million contract in the next 5 years. Don't give a shit about that money. Come on. He don't want to have anything to do with this woman. Anyway, or the kid, for that matter. The kid will be better off. The kid, if his father don't love her, he'll find somebody else. She'll probably have another guy sooner or later. Anyway, man, I got some questions for you and shit. So what about the Giants? They got Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. So what kind of year they're going to have with these two guys?
It's going to be another flop, man. I don't expect much. I'm not having high expectations.
Hey, Trey Ferg, you still there? I don't know. He's been silent. Ferg, you still there? I don't know. I don't hear him. All right. So we just talked about Anthony.
Sure.
Yeah. What about the Giants, man? They have Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston. I just found out Winston's on the team too.
Yeah, he's on.
Okay, so we figured that Russell Wilson's going to start, correct?
You never know.
Well, they're paying him. They're paying him. Shoot, what's he getting paid? A 1 year contract for $20 million.
Yeah, he should be a starter, but you never know.
I don't know what they're paying Jameis. I didn't look it up. But Jameis been bouncing around. There's just something wrong with that guy, man.
He was colorblind.
Go ahead.
He was diagnosed as colorblind a few years ago.
Yeah, but they got glasses. So they got stuff for that. But that's not you think you can't understand the patterns on a uniform?
It's not the pattern, but hell, when you colorblind, you can't distinguish the colors. That's why he was started.
They got patterns on the uniforms, don't they?
But still, when that's our opinion, you got when you looking downfield, everything is moving in a flash. It's like a half a second. So it all looks the same when it starts. Say if you
Okay. Yeah. Now I heard the colorblind. I heard the colorblind thing too, man. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna give him a pass, man. He's just too reckless. I mean, at some point, I just think that he hasn't gotten over being reckless with the football.
That's why he was reckless. He was colorblind. So now he's got.
He's still doing it though. They said it corrected it. He wears glasses, don't he?
Not doing the game. I think he wears some form of contact, but that makes a big difference, man, when you colorblind.
Do they have corrective lenses for colorblindness?
I don't know. I'll Google that shit.
All I'm trying to say is I haven't heard that excuse from, when he was in Tampa Bay. That was a long time ago. So I just think that, I think he's just, because at some point he could look brilliant in the game, because he has a decent arm. He looks brilliant. Then all of a sudden, man, he'll throw a couple of picks, man. That's the end of the game. I think throwing an interception is kind of one of the worst things you can do in a football game. That and a pass interference call. Downfield. Anyway, so we talked about Anthony Edwards. I don't know. Do you think that he learned a lesson? I mean, let me ask you a question. Do you think these guys learn lessons by this shit happening to him?
No. You know he doesn't. It's his fourth baby mama. It's his fourth baby mama. Then these guys who could probably have the pick of the litter are choosing chicks who's already been passed around by the lowest level dudes. What's the difference between basketball players and rappers? All them niggas think the same. Hell, why would you go get somebody?
The most ratchet ass women you can find, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right. I don't understand. You're at the top of the world and you just fooling around with them and raw and a chick, man. She the most ratchet chicks you can find. It's crazy. Now, my theory with the basketball players, maybe not unlike the rappers, but the black basketball players who are choosing these women who are old enough to be their mothers, who might have been models and stuff like that before. Like, for example, my man with the green with Drea, I believe that when he was a high schooler, he had a Drea poster in his room. He's been fantasizing about that woman for a long time. And when he went into the NBA, I think this happens to a lot of them. You get into NBA, now you have the money, the access, and everything to make that fantasy come true. And I think that's what he did. I think a lot of those guys do it. When one of this guy came out and he started fooling around with a porn star, Lisa, forgot her name, but she was famous. She was one of the biggest porn stars ever. So I know when he was in high school, man, he got a whole sticky drawer full of shit memories to her. And when he was able to fool around with her in real life, that's what he did. So I think that's what it is, man. These guys fantasize over these older women, and they didn't have the means.
There's a good ending with PG-13. He ended up marrying the girl that he got pregnant, right?
Well, she wasn't older than him. They were the same kind of age. She was a stripper. He saw her in a stripper bar. He married her. They tried to shame him because he wanted her to get rid of the kid too. And he offered her $1 million. She said no, because she knew she'd get more by just having it over the long run.
Yeah, but that was smart. She's smart.
Yeah, and then they built up a rapport, and yeah, they fell in love and all that kind of shit. But he took his girl off the pole. Off the pole, man. Jesus Christ. They're still together, by the way, from what I understand. So they got 2 kids now. So whatever.
Hopefully it lasts.
Yeah, well, they last. Well, actually, that's been shit. The older kid got to be almost 10 years old.
Wait a minute, it's been that long?
Man, PG-13's been in the league for quite some time.
Yeah, he's been in the league about 14, 15 years. So
yeah. So guys, man, because that was early on in his career.
I have a question for you guys. Is PG-13 and Hall of Famer?
No.
He's not consistent enough. No.
Nah,
I
okay.
take my guy over him. I can't remember my guy's name, man. What's
Drew Holiday.
Drew
Drew
Holiday?
Holiday?
I take Drew Holiday over PG-13.
No way, man, no way.
Drew
Yes, I
Holiday's a
would.
two-time champion.
I don't know what you're drinking, man. You want something, man?
Hey, man, look at his stats. 2-time champion, 2 different teams, and he made the difference on both teams. They couldn't win. Neither one of those teams won a championship without him. Both of them. Milwaukee didn't
He's
win.
not a Hall of Famer, man. Stop lowering the bar.
He's a Hall. What you mean lower the bar, man? You get out of here, man. That guy's a Hall of Fame player. He is. Okay, let me ask you this. Rajon Rondo a Hall of Famer?
He's a borderline Hall of Famer.
What about you, Ferg? Yeah, I think he's a Hall of Famer too, but they ain't letting him in this year.
I say borderline only because he didn't play that many years.
Well, it's not. Well, he played enough years to be Hall of Famer. How many years you got to play to be qualified? It's really your stats within the years you played. He played more than 10 years in the league, man. You know, so Rajon played a lot of years, man. He's been in the league for a long time.
No,
man.
but he played, but then he had taken a break, right? Then he came back.
No, I mean, he was on some obscure teams that you didn't hear him. You know, I don't know if he took a break. He might have been hurt. You know, but anyway, okay. Hey, any thoughts on the Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James feud?
It's all made for television, man. I think LeBron and Stephen A. Smith are cool with each other. You know what I mean? I think it's just sort of, you know, like I said, all big for TV.
Well, why? Okay. Well, now let me ask you, why would that? Why did they need that? Shit, why did they need that drama?
Well, I mean, you know, the guy has his what's that show again? First Take. So maybe that'll draw some viewers. Who knows? I mean, if I'm LeBron, he's got nothing to gain by LeBron, but you know, Stephen A. Smith has more to gain in this whole thing than LeBron does. You know that, right?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know about game, but I understand where you're coming from. Anyway, so listen, gentlemen, man, this is my last question, though. I know, Fergie, y'all having a show tonight? I don't know if he left yet. I don't have no fighting schedule.
He probably left.
Yeah, he's still.
Yeah, I'm about to
like,
leave.
share, subscribe to the channel. All right, man. You still in the water?
Yeah, I'm about to leave.
All right, man. So listen, man, that's cool because we're done, man. You know, thanks for stopping by. Berg, stop out there. Hey, listen, man, go get out of the water, Charles. I'll see you later, bro. Thanks for stopping up. Later. Berg is out too. All right, so it just leaves me. And we're in another episode. At least the guys came up. We had some conversations. That was good. I had some fun here. Catelia, thanks for stopping by. You've been kind of silent. We missed you the other night. Anyway, it's time to go. Hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button on the way out. Share. Make a comment. Anything. And check out the replay.
So here's to the laughter as we gaze at the stars. We say goodnight from the swivel at the sports bar. In the flicker of the screens where our spirits ignite. Let's cherish this time as we fade into light. Bites and big screen thrills. Every moment gives you chills. High fives and cheers, it's quite a sight. Join the crowd, it feels so right. As the game goes on, our hearts beat as one. Memories in the making. Let's cherish this time as we fade into light. So good night, my friends, till we meet again in this world of the game. Through thick